and also Arsenal. So how does that compare?
Well, when I was playing a good few years ago now, in America the league was probably a lot more physical, a lot more faster. The players were a lot more physically stronger. But in England, I would say the skill and the technique is probably a little bit better. And the reason why I went to America was to be a professional footballer, because it wasn't available in England. But now there's so many young girls now that can have that dream of playing professionally in England, and certainly the league is very competitive these days.
I mean, growing up for me, it wasn't really an option. Like I grew up in Cornwall, so we didn't really have any like women's football teams or anything like that. But Arsenal's always been sort of like the one that every young girl always wants to play for. How did it feel to play for Arsenal?
Oh, it was an absolute dream come true, because I was an Arsenal fan, and I went to my first football game at the age of 7. My dad's best friend took me to Highbury, and I just fell in love with the team. And from a very young age, I always wanted to play for Arsenal. And I was lucky enough that I got spotted by Vic Akers, the manager at the time, and obviously played my whole career, bar going to America, at the club that I love. So wearing that shirt, putting it on week in, week out was just a dream come true.
And obviously we have the Women's World Cup coming up this summer, so how do you think England are going to get on? I know I've already heard you getting asked this question a lot tonight, but just from the Match to the Bay viewers, how do you think England are going to do? Do you think they can go all the way?
I do. I think they've got a fantastic chance. I'm not going to come out and say that they're going to win it, but I think they've got a fantastic chance of at least reaching the semi-final or even the final, depending on who they get, depending on the luck that they have within the games. But I certainly think they've got the best squad that I've ever seen an England team have. They've got a great coach in Phil Neville. He's got them playing a good style of football, a good mixture of experience and youth. They're all hungry for success. They've just kicked off the She Believes Cup with a win against Brazil, so confidence is going to be high. Yep. Yeah. And they've got a couple more games out there, so they're playing against some top nations the next week or so. And everyone's fighting for a place. They want to be a part of that. I know what that's like to be fighting for a place at a World Cup and a European Championships. It's fierce. And once you know that your name's on the squad list, then you can relax a little bit and then look forward to the tournament.
And obviously with the women's game, it's growing, but do you think it's growing at a fast enough pace? What can we do to improve it?
I've been here today, and I've been to these events before, and I've literally walked through the press zone, and no one's really wanted to speak to me. Now the game's in such a fantastic state that people want to hear from me and from the women's football players. It's great. I think what the FA are doing in terms of the profile of the game, it's rising. The games can be seen on BBC, on BT Sport, so they have a platform now, which is fantastic. All the games are going to be in the World Cup are going to be on TV for the viewers to watch and follow the England team. So I just think it's in such a great place. I just hope England can do really well to push the game forward even more.
And it would be fantastic as well if we could get with the men's side. Obviously we've got all of the replica shirts, everyone really gets behind them. Do you see that as the way that things might go this summer for the Women's World Cup? Do you think that we could get behind them just like we get behind our men?
Definitely, yeah. They've got an tough opening game against Scotland, a big rivalry, and then see how they do from there. I think if they get off to winning ways and the confidence is flowing, then I can see them doing very good things.
The voice of FIFA.
Oh yeah.
But how good is your FIFA skills? Can you play?
Non-existent. No, I don't. I leave that to other people. I just concentrate on the commentary. That's enough for me. Yeah.
And also, you and Gary Lineker's, there's an old footage of you two that always gets used on Soccer AM every Saturday, and I always laugh my head off. How do you feel that you're now telling jokes every Saturday?
Well, they're not my jokes, but no, I thought me and Gary were quite exciting in our day, weren't we, as a little double act? But it is amazing how things change over the years, and Soccer AM have kept things going, so fair play to them. I wasn't aware it actually happened until it was about a few months in, and somebody said, "Oh, have you seen that on Soccer AM?" I said, "No, what is it?" And then I saw it, I thought, fair enough, yeah, don't mind.
They have literally got your voice down to a T though, so whoever does that...
I've not found out who does it actually, I'll have to have a word. Maybe I could give them a few tips though.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's lovely to meet you. Have a great night. Thank you. Nice.
Got some legends here tonight. You've got David Seaman, you've got Lee Dixon, you've got Tony Cottee. They'll tell you some greatest title races. And it's a good title race. It's nice to look at this one because when you see all the youngers trying their best and trying to get to that title, it's a good race. But I'll tell you what, Man City, they're no joke. And when you got someone like Kyle Walker taunting the other team, it just reminds me of the NBA and all that sort of stuff. So I love that sort of stuff. Well, for me, like, you never used to see people taunting each other. Like, you used to see managers do it, but not players. Do you know what I mean? Players always have respect for players. But now it's getting a bit political. You know what I mean? So I like the look of it at the moment. Right now, I look at the whole thing. I think it's entertainment. Do you know what I mean? You see all these rappers and that, they're always taunting each other all the time, but they're friends behind the cameras. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with football. It's just entertainment. You've got people like Kyle Walker taunting Liverpool Pudnians and all that sort of stuff. So I love it. I love the banter, and they're confident, aren't they? So they know they've been there before. They know what to do. Well, West Ham season, I would say it's been amazing so far. At the start, it was looking a bit daunty, but I would say, is that even a word, daunty? I always make up words on camera. Don't worry about it. But listen. I made up another. Let's talk about.
You're waffling now.
Yeah, I'm waffling. But for me, I just say West Ham's done really well so far. I think they're going to go on to another level. They've got another level in them. You've got obviously Felipe Anderson. That's doing well. He just got selected for the Brazilian national squad. I think that's the first time ever West Ham players being selected for the Brazilian squad. So we must be going in the right direction. Declan Rice has been amazing so far, and he's chosen England over Ireland. So that's the best thing for us right now. We've got some good international players, and I think we need to just carry on that to the next level, and next season will be very good for us. So in Ireland, England over Ireland, and then I'm actually getting stick. For that choice he's made, and I wasn't even involved in it. I'm never going to get involved in that conversation, but yes, if you know about like Twitter and all them sorts of Instagram, I got some stick for that because they thought I was blaspheming against the Irish. But it's nothing to do with me, with someone else.
You have a very successful career as a pundit. Did you always know that you wanted to get into punditry after football?
I was doing a little bit in my final year, about 2001, 2002, and enjoyed it. Was reasonably good at it. You could string the sentences together back then when you were in. Slightly changed now. There's a lot more analysis going on, which is great. But yeah, I just did it for the first year, seeing whether I was going to miss the game, and then 16 years later, I'm still doing this. So I do enjoy it. It keeps me immersed in my club, which is Arsenal, but also I can spread my wings and comment on everybody else's team. So I try to be impartial. Sometimes it's hard. Got to be impartial this weekend. It's a big game out for me.
Such a certain derby going on.
I think so.
Any score predictions for that?
2-2. See that straight away. 2-2. High
Where you
scoring
got that
2-2.
Now, I want to ask you a question you might not want to answer, actually. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Now, I think footballers should not get taxed as much as they get taxed.
Taxed?
Yeah. Now, hear me out, because you have a short span of playing. Most retired by the age 35, okay? And not everybody can do stuff as yourself and get into punditry, other things like coaching, things like that. So I think that they shouldn't get taxed as high a bracket because they only get a short span.
Are you running for Prime Minister or something? What's going on there?
No, I'm not, but maybe I should.
No, I think they should be taxed more.
Oh.
No, I've retired.
Now you're retired, yeah.
It's going to be alright, it's 350 a week. You can tax in quite a lot more than that. So yeah, I don't think we're seeing anything from anybody else. To be honest with you, that's my thought on it.
All right, well, that's that.